Hello students, welcome to Ajitaha IAS Academy. In this video, we are going to start the economics current affairs section. If you look at the previous year questions, at least the latest 2021 prelims question, there was a question regarding the conceptual understanding of the few aspects, that is retail investors through demat account. So these negotiate dealing system, order matching, central deposit service, these are all the things like we need to understand the conceptual framework, that is the structural aspects of the economy and the conceptual understanding of the some of the economic concepts. So some terminologies also we need to understand. So in order to cover those aspects, we will start with the economic concepts and terminologies which are in the news, and we will also start the economic static syllabus classes soon, so that you don't need to worry about the economic section. Just follow the classes. We are going to cover the whole economic syllabus totally to our classes. Okay. So let us understand the terminologies first. So first the terminologies, and then the issues or the events are happening at the global level, and then at the national level that are important for the prelims and also for the mains. Okay, first we'll focus on the concepts. Once we understand the concepts, we can easily analyze the things that are relevant for the mains. Okay, in this way we'll simply, without heavy effort, with a simple effort, we'll cover all the aspects in a cool mindset. Okay, so all the best. Let us start our class. First thing is marquee institutional investors. To understand that, we need to understand what are marquee assets. The best example is India. That was India during the modern era, that is before independence. India was called as a jewel in the crown of a British Empire. In other terms, India was a marquee asset for a British Empire. And also in the present context, Afghanistan is a marquee asset for few nations, for example, China and Pakistan, so that they can use the card of Afghanistan for their geopolitical uses. However, they are not gaining much users. So, what is marquee asset? A marquee asset is a company's most prized possession, also known as a flagship asset or a crown jewel. For example, the secret formula of Coca-Cola for the Coca-Cola company. It is a trade secret, however, it is a crown jewel. And the code of an application for a software company. So these are all the most prized possessions, which are called as marquee asset. So a marquee asset is a company's most prized possession. That is, it is a highly visible symbol of its success and is often the biggest contributor to its bottom line. For example, search engine for Google, and for Facebook, it is the that Facebook itself is an application. There is social networking, and other aspects are Instagram. Once it got success through social networking application, for example Facebook, it it was able to buy Instagram and WhatsApp. So a marquee asset is a most prized possession. A company with a coveted marquee asset may become a target for its bigger rival. So let us try to relate this with other applications. WhatsApp. It was a very highly successful application that is owned by Facebook now. However, other companies such as WeChat, Hi5, they also wanted to replicate. And Telegram, you all knows that you are using. So it is a rival application, WhatsApp and Telegram. So whatever they are, WhatsApp is not offering, Telegram is offering. So these two fight. However, when there is only a single item in the market, because we are all living in a capitalist world, so a rival company want to acquire it through any ways. One is acquiring of the company through buying of the stocks. So such a investors are called marquee institutional investors. Don't take it in a negative way, take it in a positive way. Investment is a positive aspect. So a marquee investor is an investor who is well known for investing in the companies which can turn into success at a later date. For example, Google in the case of a YouTube. YouTube was a successful story. However, Google estimated how successful it can be. Google estimated it, so it bought it. And Instagram, WhatsApp, and Skype, it was bought by Microsoft. So they understood the market potential of an application, so they bought it. And for example, SoftBank has invested almost 500 crores some amount into Paytm because they understood. So the investor who is then who is well known for estimating and investing in the organizations that can transform into a huge unicorns, because at the beginning they might be having some funding issues like that, but these investors, they can invest, and they could be an either individual or a corporate institutional investor, for example FDI or FFI. For example, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Warren Buffett, and Mark Zuckerberg in the case of Instagram and WhatsApp, these are all the marquee institutional investors. So you understand, right? So an investor, either an internal, that is national, or an international investor coming from other countries, who invest in the countries which are very, very small at the present, but they have estimated that it can transform into a huge company at a later date. Why they are marquee investors? They bring a lot of value to an organization, because once these investors invest in an organization, other people also think that okay, this is a small startup, but they invest, it means it is going to be huge. For example, Bitcoin, though it was huge, Elon Musk, he invested in Bitcoin, then people suddenly, again, Indians almost, they invested 6 billion US dollars within a very less period of time, that too during the lockdown. So Elon Musk was a marquee investor in terms of few cryptocurrencies, but not Bitcoin. Bitcoin was already successful. However, he also invested in few other cryptocurrencies also. So these cryptocurrencies, which are like startups at present, they can also transform into a huge unicorns in the future. That's what their intention or their thought is. Okay, someone who believes a unicorn, someone who believes a company is a small company at present, but they believe that it can transform into huge. So these big people bring a value to that company when they invest. That is okay. When they bring a value, they are called as investors. And now let us turn back our focus into another concept, that is stablecoin, which we will discuss in the another video. Okay, not to lengthen the videos into too many concepts in a single video. Okay, because it will easy for you to learn small video, a focused concept. We will combine 2 to 3 concepts in a single video. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please comment. And if you like, please like and share. Thank you so much.